pedestal for two old gentlemen whose names have become practically synonymous with radio, and they really belong in your Radio Hall of Fame. Back in 1931, these two venerable veterans of the ether waves opened the Jot 'em Down store in Pine Ridge, Arkansas, which they've operated for the benefit and enjoyment of radio audiences from coast to coast almost nightly for the last 14 years. During that time, they've firmly entrenched themselves as Pine Ridge's favorite sons and leading citizens. They've become the dominant industrial and social force in the town and have striven always for a higher standard of ignorance. Those two beloved gentlemen...
I'd love to meet them two fellas.
She's talking about us.
Yes. I'm referring to those two beloved old storekeepers from Pine Ridge, Lum and Abner.
Well, thank you, Miss Garland. It was mighty thoughty of you to say them nice things about us.
Amen.
Well, now that you're here, what are you going to do for us?
Do? Are we supposed to do something?
Oh, yes. Everyone who enters the Radio Hall of Fame sings a song or tells a story, does a dance.
Dance? Well, law me, I couldn't dance with Lum. He's too tall for me.
Well, perhaps you can do a sketch then. I'm sure you're thespians, aren't you?
No, we're both from Arkansas.
Well, I know a short play you might do.
Well, good.
Well, the scene of this play is laid
wait a minute, Miss Garland. Abner, listen to this. I want your judgment on the play.
Oh, well, Lum, I can't judge nothing like that. I just ain't got the ignorance for it.
Well, you can help some. Two heads is always better than one.
Well, I'm just afeard, Lum, Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, what did you say about them two heads?
I said two heads is better than one. See things from two different angles that way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Of course, that'd be a right smart of an expense, old Lum. A feller'd have to buy 2 haircuts at a time and 2 pair of spectacles.
Abner, I ain't talking about one man with 2 heads. I'm talking about 2 men with 1 head. Or 2 men with 2 heads.
Well, I do know. 4 heads betwixt them, huh?
No, I mean, well, here, how many heads have you got?
I ain't got but one. It ain't me, Lum.
Who ain't you?
This here 2-headed feller, whoever he is. All right, Ogus, wait a minute. Maybe it's that fellow over there, Lum.
Where?
Back there. That would keep shaking that stick at that band there.
Oh, that's Paul Whiteman. He ain't got 2 heads.
Well, no. He's got a good start on it, though. He's got 2 chins.
Abner, watch what you're saying. What I meant was that me and you together can have more ideas with 2 heads.
Oh. Yeah, if we had 'em, we could, I reckon. I know, 'cause that'd be right handy, you know it, Lum? Feller could eat with one mouth and drink coffee with the other and never miss a lick. Of course, it would be sort of a bother, though, to have to use both hands when you want to tip your hat to some woman.
My goodness, you got the craziest imagination I ever seen on a human.
Yes, sir, you know, an extra head would be nice company for a feller, Lum. Him and himself could sort of get up a checker game, couldn't he? Reckon they'd get into an argument with yourself that way?
I don't know.
That'd be awful handy for watching a tennis game. You wouldn't have to keep swinging your one head backwards and forwards.
For goodness sakes, Abner, hush up and let Miss Garland tell us about this play we're going to do. Go ahead, Miss Garland.
Well, the scene is laid in the frozen north where the
Well,
night...
good morning, Frank. Good morning, Abner.
Excuse me, Miss Garland. Howdy, Frank. Frank. Frank who? Where?
Huh?
Who was that you were speaking to?
Oh, nobody. I was just wondering if I did have 2 heads, how I'd speak to myself when I woke up.
Is he always like this?
Oh, just ignore him, Miss Garland. He's got the idea now that he's got 2 heads.
Oh, well, in his case, it might help.
Huh?
Well, anyway, Lum, the play opens in the frozen north where the nights are 6 months long.
6 months? Grannies, that won't be a good play. If I go to bed in it at once, the audience will never see me again. They ain't going to wait 6 months for me to get up.
Frank,
well,
I wish
the people there don't sleep
all
all the time.
No, I reckon some of them get up early, more than likely set their alarm clock for about 8:30 April or 4th of June.
Undoubtedly. Anyway, the role you will play is that of an old trapper.
An old what?
An old trapper.
I never done it. You did,
You've
too.
been
I
up in
heard
this
you. I
country
couldn't
all
go
of
to
your
sleep.
life.
Wait a minute, Miss
know what
Garland.
I'm doing.
Abner, will you shut that up, for goodness sake?
Frank started it.
Well, tell Frank to hush up. Frank started. Go on, Miss Garland.
Well, You're a trapper, and you live with the Eskimos in their houses built of ice. You see, it's terribly cold up there.
Well, I ain't surprised. It'd be cold anywhere living in a house built out of ice.
Yeah, but these are especially built ones. You've seen pictures of those little round houses built in the snow.
Oh, yeah, sure. Gigolos, they call them.
No. Igloos. A gigolo is a fellow who earns his living by dancing with women.
You mean I'm going to dance with a bunch of Eskimo women?
No, you're not a gigolo. You're an igloo. I mean, no, you're a trapper.
Nobody's at Lum's backwoods.
Oh, and one
day,
one day you're mushing your way over the Dawson Trail when you come upon an old man and his beautiful daughter who have lost their way in the snow.
Well, do we have to have that old man in this? Wait a minute, Abner, for goodness sakes, will you please hash that up?
I was just taking up for you.
Taking up for me?
Yes, sir. Frank said you was backwoods. He said you couldn't understand nothing.
Well, both of you keep quiet then.
I ain't going to sit here and let him talk about you till you're back.
I don't care if he does talk about me. Just keep both yourselves quiet so Miss Garland can explain.
Well, Frank was the one that started.
If you say Frank one more time, I'm going to whop you right on top of the head.
Oh. Which one?
Oh. Go on, Miss Garland.
I believe he meant you, Frank. That's who he's talking to.
Well, anyway, Lum, you take this beautiful girl and her father back to your igloo.
Oh, does she fall in love with me?
Well, now, don't get so excited. Don't cross your bridges until you come to them. You see, the father is ill.
She said don't cross your bridges till you come to them.
Oh. Whereabouts is the bridge at, Miss Garland?
Well, there isn't really any bridge, Abner.
Well, what'd you tell us not to cross it for, then?
She never said not to cross it.
She did done it. I heard her. Said, don't cross the bridge till we come to it.
All right. We've crossed the bridge. Now let's forget it.
Are we over on the other side now?
Yes. Go ahead, Miss Garland.
How'd we get across?
Oh, for kitty's sake.
I bound you we went across in a boat. Is that the right answer?
Yes, anything. Proceed, Miss Garland.
Well, let's see. Now, where were we?
We just crossed the river.
Oh, yeah. No. Anyway, Lum carries the old man inside, and then the girl walks up to the igloo.
And they start dancing?
No.
Say, could Frank play the part of the igloo?
Oh, Lum, would you please keep him quiet till I finish this?
Ain't nothing I can do, Miss Garland. I brung him up here. That's all I can do. Like that old lettered saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Huh?
Go on, Miss Garland.
Whose horse won't drink?
Anybody's horse.
Well, what's the matter with him?
There ain't nothing the matter with him.
Well, there must be if he won't drink long. Maybe he's got the lampers. I know at one time Grandpappy Spears, he had a horse that wouldn't drink.
So, Lum must get the old man to a doctor. But he has to cross a bridge, and the bridge is washed out.
Well, no wonder we couldn't cross it a while ago. Is that why we use them boats?
Yes. Now, are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. But how about the horse? How are we going to get him across?
He's going to row the boat.
Well, I'll be a polka-dotted possum. All right, doggies, I want to see that. Which feet does he roll with, his front uns or his back uns?
Abner, if you say horse one more time, I'm going to whop you now.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, Miss Garland, he'll be quiet now. He won't say another word.
Well, that's fine, but our time is up now. That's like locking the barn after the horse is stolen.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, my goodness, you oughtn't have said that.
All right, doggies, Lum, come on. We got to get out here and find out who stole that horse.
Abner, come back
No,
here.
sir, it ain't every day you find a horse that can row a boat. We can sell him to the milkman here in Los Angeles. Yeah, come on, Lum, let's go.
Looks like I'll have to go and catch Abner, Miss Garland.
Well, thanks anyway for visiting the Philco Radio Hall of Fame today, Lum.
Oh, not at all. Just proud to do it. Fact is, I enjoyed myself something wonderful.
Yes, sir, amen. That goes for me, too.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that, Abner.
Oh, well, this ain't Abner speaking.
Oh, well, who is it then?
It's Frank. Abner's out trying to catch that dead blame horse. Come on.